Last time, I saved a crazy amount of hours getting lucky on a granite longsword from Fossil Island Wyverns, and right after I rolled another 3 uniques from beginner clue scrolls. Can my luck continue? Let's find out. Say hello to my new Ironman, where I'll be taking on RuneScape one random task at a time. How far can we go? Enjoy. Good morning. 91 ranged. Oh, and 1625 total. Yeah, I was actually surprised. I forgot how quick this was. I'm getting 1,000 kills an hour, which of course makes farming the clues pretty fast, but, you know, it doesn't include the time actually doing them. Like, I'm pretty sure, let's say I want to get 100 beginners. I think that's probably going to be about 15 hours, all things considered. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of excited because think of all the passive, easy clues I'm going to get. It's less ham members I have to do. Yeah, I mean, 100 beginners on the log so far with 65 easies. So, you know, if I estimate this task is going to take about 100 beginners, we're going to walk out with probably 60 passive easies. Just like that. And that's got to be able to cover at least a couple of those rolls, right? Considering we're still pretty early on that log. I don't know, man. I'm just in a good mood for this grind. I think it's gonna go well. Let's get this done. Okay, the first set is done. 12 beginners, 4 easies. Here we go. Can we get 1 unique to start? Yes, we can. Oh my god. Starting off real good. Oh! There's no way. 2 out of 3 already. Only 4 left to go at 160. That's gotta be really good. What an amazing start. Bro, that is the worst message to see. I was picking up a beginner clue to transfer it, and in that time, I got a beginner clue from a dying goblin. That's depressing. No! Got another 10 for you. Here we go. Show me the unique. That is a duplicate. Damn it. No! Alright. Let's do another 10. Monumental moment here. Not only is my friend crashing me, I just hit 10,000 goblin kills. Wow. Here we go. Another 10. Boom. Damn it. I thought that was it. I already have all the sandwich lady. Ugh, okay. Well, back to goblins we go. Whoa. I didn't know that was possible. Look at the timer. 1 goblin. That's gotta be so rare. That's awesome. And yeah, that was perfect. The 10th beginner of the set. So we can go do the clues. And this one was crazy. We got so many easies. 9? Yeah, we're gonna walk out of here with 24. God damn. Yes! 197, that was the last 3 to 200, and I was like, oh no, we're gonna have to go do more. Woohoo! Alright, not too bad. That was actually only 51, and we don't have to waste bank space, because we can put this immediately in the house. 3 more beginners we can plop in the bank. We don't have to do any more until the hard tier, and like I said, we're gonna get so much passively on the way. I'm not really worried about them anymore. We got another 32 easies stacked up. That is going to be so helpful on the next roll. But of course, more importantly, we can move on to the next task. Is this 33? It is 1/3 done. Wow. I seriously got my last barrows. I have gotten so many of these rolls. There's only 5 in here. Got all 5. This is very interesting. There's a chance this could be game changing. Let me go to the barrows tab. Considering this is the last time I roll this for a long time, I really, really want the Carol's crossbow. A major range upgrade, especially for the fire cape coming up. Other than that, though, I would be very happy with any of the tank legs, or even like a tank helm, honestly, because the Darox helm's not very good. Everything else, trash. Okay, I mentioned this recently. I got 80 magic, so I'm gonna go put the Barrows Telly in my house. Finally, we're gonna make a portal chamber right here. Wow, it's 100k. Holy. Build the teleport focus. May as well just make the 3 portals. There might be some other ones that would be useful. Although I don't have Lunars or Ancients available, so it would have to be in the Arceus book. Barrows. Bam. How amazing is that? What I was doing before was so painstaking. I was essentially locked to this Shades of Morton minigame telly. I would teleport to the Ferox Enclave, reset my stats, all that stuff, and then come back with this. And yeah, it was awful. I am beyond excited to see how fast this is gonna be. Oh yeah, we don't need air runes. We're wearing the staff. Oh, and I noticed in this tank gear, maging Carol's didn't have the best accuracy, so switching to the Mystic Robe Top just for Carol's is definitely worth it. Oh! Wow, okay. I would have gotten Elite as well. Damn, okay, we're done. That's a little disappointing. Damn it. I mean, it's an item. It's not any better than Torag's. So we didn't get an upgrade, but it is the unique. My luck is just crazy here. I don't get it. I mean, it's the start of the Guthun set, so I mean, that could be useful in the future. But yeah, we're not going to be doing Barrows for a while. We have to complete this entire tier before we can roll it again. There is how many in the hard tier? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 in the hard tier. Holy schmoly. Only get to do 42. That's insane luck. What the heck? That's a crazy log. Don't give me something shit, please. I wouldn't mind Karasks. Finally! The gamble! It paid off! Okay, I'm gonna have to remind you, because this was, I think, a couple episodes ago. I have been holding on to a hard clue. I have lost 32 hard clues holding on to this, specifically so we can complete this step, which is Kingdom Divided. Yes, dude, I get fucking thralls. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I mean, this task itself is going to be probably like 100 hours, so that's not exciting, but I'm so excited to get this done, man. With the rules with clues, though, you always open your stacked caskets first, then you do the clues. So technically, if I give 5 uniques here, I'm fucked. Just don't give me 5 uniques, but I would not mind some uniques so we can have a head start. Okay. Okay. I think we're in the clear. We're not going to get 5 uniques. Nice. Okay, there's 1. Beautiful. Okay, well, 1's kind of shit, though. At least we didn't screw ourselves, but 1 unique and 7. That's kind of terrifying. All right, time to do Kingdom Divided. This is like a 2-hour quest. He stands no chance. I banked my Dragon Scimitar. What? I have to use a Dragon Dagger for the entire fight. What? Please go in, bro. It's actually doing pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's doing pretty good. This reminds me of 2008. Like, when I first got members, I remember seeing videos of people use the DDS, and, you know, I didn't know that it was because of the spec. I was a dumbass child, so I was maining the DDS killing Moss Giants, and I was like, this is so good! I wasn't paying attention. I'm on the boss fight. Oh, no. I don't know what prayers I'm supposed to use. I also don't have, like, boost potions. Oh my god! Holy fuck. Surely range goes better. Dunzo. Yes, it was infinitely easier with range. Oh my god. Yeah, don't melee this fight if you're low combat. Ain't gonna work well. Okay, I'm finally getting around to recharging my memoirs. You get Mage XP for that? And with that, the quest is finally over. It's like an hour and a half, I think. It's just a lot of running around, a lot of talking. But man, oh man, I cannot understate how good it is to have this quest done. We get 2 lamps. We're gonna pop those into Herblore. 67, nice. I don't know exactly which spells we unlock, but the main ones that everyone knows is that we unlock Thralls, which are just free DPS, right? They're just really, really strong. And you gotta think, with how low my DPS is, it's way better than the average player, because Thralls are static DPS. They're around 0.6 DPS at all times. I'm usually rocking like 3. So Thralls legitimately can be up to like 20% DPS increase alone. So absolutely massive, and they can be used almost everywhere. And then the other thing that I was really excited about is Dark Lure, which is very, very important at the Eclectics. So it's going to make my medium clues just that much better, and that is exactly why I saved this clue for that. Totally worth it. First clue down. Here we go. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Back to my home. I mean, I was just recently here for a Slayer task, but in terms of actually chilling here for like a week, it's been a while, so I'm not going to say I missed it, but I'm going to enjoy this. You know, I like the AFK. It's all right. And I think I've gotten a few comments of like, why don't I just mage Hellhounds? Because they work weak to water. You'd be surprised. The only way the magic would like be significantly better is using Wave, because Bone Crossbow is actually really strong, surprisingly, with my range level. So I don't think it's worth spending blood runes on this. Like, chaos runes, chaos gauntlets with the weakness is about the same DPS as the bone crossbow. So it's just not worth it. Once I get like the twin flame staff, like that's when it could be real good. If I get the zombie axe, I think melee would actually be my best. And I could probably do that when I want to actively play. That would be a lot faster than this, but you know, we don't have that yet. 2 kills. Okay, great. Good start. I mean, I've notoriously been having bad RNG getting like clues from Hellhound, so this is a welcome sight. I think even to this day, I'm behind on clues. Oh yeah, I'm still extremely behind. If you check, I have 34 hards in 2,700. I should have 43. So that is so nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so I just rolled the Fairy Queen Cipher clue. I'm pretty sure I don't need the full quest completion to do this. You just need like fairy rings unlocked, so I have that. But it did remind me that I can go finish this. I have all the requirements. So let's go finish up the Fairy Tale Part 2 quest, may as well. 3,500 Herblore, some Thieving XP, lamp into Herblore, I guess. Second casket. That baited me. Damn it. It's a shared unique. Remember, we're hunting the actual hard clue uniques. Sad. Surely this is a unique. Not the right one. Armital book is all right, though. That is actually a decently useful book. 2 out of 4. Finally! Fuck. I'm so excited. 16 clues into this task, and I've gotten my second unique. Finally. Oh my god. That gives me some motivation. 2 out of 5. It happened. Okay, our first grind. All right. I've been really hoping not to roll the rune boot step, so this is a welcome sight. The crozier step. I mentioned this a while ago. If I got a headband, which I did, the crozier I had in the bank would eventually be something I have to work towards. They require 60 prayer. So, yeah, we gotta go get 60 prayer to do this step. We may as well just go to the Chaos Altar, use up the bones, and then do Ensouled Heads, I guess. Yeah. Welcome back, Arthritis. 58 prayer. Unbelievable. Never seen before. All right, we have so many Hellhound heads, as you can imagine. I think we have like 75 in the bank, so 59. Okay, I was not expecting that. 85 HP. 60 prayer, and we're done. You always have better luck. Opening in the wilderness. Boom. Show me the goods. Yes! 3 out of 5. Okay, they're real. Throwback to when this item used to be like 3.5 mil. Do you guys remember those days? Man, that was like the free-to-play item. Actually, were they good times? No, they really weren't. Trash. So excited. I mean, I don't know. I might regret this because this is definitely a grind, but woo! Amulets of Glory. Yes. All right. I think I mentioned this in the easy tier. If I didn't, the deal is when I was in that tier, you know, at the start with the hard clues, there were a couple clue steps that were must drops. If I got them, could not do them. They're too high requirement. But there was one step that was optional, and that was the Glory. At that stage, crafting is really shit, so it was just kind of like up to my discretion if I wanted to do it. But in the medium tier, every step is fair game. And that includes like rune boots. I really do not want to roll that. That is not ideal right now. This is what I was hoping for. The Amulet of the Glory step. That means we can go and make my own, which is 80 crafting. Now, if you guys remember the rule of the priority, you know, shop, drop, skill, quest, whatever, you could maybe think, oh, I could go get 83 Hunter and then do Implings. Technically, that is an option, but like crafting is more reasonable because it's not going to be that bad. Because one thing we unlocked in the medium tier is passive farming, and that actually includes seaweed runs. And I can mine sand. So I don't have to do the stupid charters anymore. We can actually do pretty good crafting. I just don't have the lunar spell, so it's still not going to be as efficient as you would expect, but that's still going to be miles better. Otherwise, I do have one hard clue that I didn't open yet, so, I mean, if we get 2 uniques right here, technically I can't do this clue, but we'll see. No unique. Okay. I don't remember how long these are. I think they're like 30, 40 minutes, so I'm going to be coming back here a lot. Because I'm imagining we're going to be finishing the sand long before we finish the seaweed, considering we need a good amount. I did the quick math. I'm going to need around 15,000 molten glass. And each giant seaweed is 6 soda ash. And without the spell, it's, you know, it's all 1-to-1. There is no like multiplication with the spell. So yeah, we need, what is that, like 2,500 seaweed, and that can take a good amount of time. This is gonna be my life, guys. We're gonna be doing seaweed runs. I'm gonna try to really keep up on my contracts and herb runs as well. We still have so many herbs to farm. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna head over to the desert and start on the sand mining. Am I the only person this excited to do crafting? I'm over the moon right now. 71 farming. Why'd I open it? Bro, I was autopiloting. I just opened this beginner. That's okay. Account's ruined. Literally ruined. Unsubscribe. That is one great thing about the seaweed runs is you get a ton of Hesperia seeds. I think I'm banked up to like 3 or so. I probably should get back into killing it. That is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go do a kill. I look so dumb. I love it. Imagine someone rolls up to you in the like Rev caves. I would shit my pants. I'm dead, bro. There's no surviving. What profession wears that outfit? A marine biologist, farmer, therapist. Mercenary. That was almost my PB in this gear. Are you kidding me? There's no way that was almost PB. Honestly, hey, we'll take the collection log. Iosaur is a really good seed too. 75 mining. It's so nice that I can get some passive levels. And let me tell you, dude, mining sandstone is so much better than buying from shops. 72 farming. Ooh, calquats. Oh, I was like, what did I do special there? Oh, I got a PB though. 2 minutes. Not bad. That's a hard CA. Okay. Is that my first hard? No, okay, we have actually a couple. 5KC, can we get the bucket? It's definitely something I want to get lucky on. Damn it. Oh, I thought that was the white lilies for a second. Damn it. All right, that kind of sucked. Just took a quick break from the mining to do more mining. 1,000 volcanic ash. So I'll be set on the ultra compost for a little bit longer. You'd be surprised at how many I'm using. 76 mining. So we did actually get a whole nother level here. It is time. Deposit 15,000 buckets of sand. I'm done. That wasn't too bad. It definitely took a while because I was just constantly leaving to do seaweed runs and stuff and herb runs. Speaking of, I have another one. 15,000, goodbye. Claim sand. Oh, that's right. You have to pay 50 each. Oh, so expensive. Bam. Wow. 800K. That was not something I was accounting for. I forgot that you actually have to pay a decent amount of money. Okay. There was still so much left. This whole grind has just been a lot longer than I was originally imagining. To be fair, I've just been kind of doing it kind of slow. Considering it's like time gated with the seaweed. We are up to 2280. So we need 220 more. That's like 5-6 more runs maybe. So I think in the meantime, we're going to cook this down and get the soda ash. That's like the whole point of this. Oh, this is going to really suck. It's like 10-second AFK at best. I am finally here. I think it's been like 3 days. 15,000 of each onto the fun part where I combine them at a furnace for all of that molten glass. Where is my character going? Why did he go the long way? It's not terribly slow, but I prefer the actual blowing part because it's a lot more chill. Don't take that out of context, please. 72. 73. 74. Oh my lord, that was so boring. All right, 15,000 have been made. That took like 12 hours, and it was not very AFK. Holy moly. But thankfully we're done, and I get to do the glass blowing, which is way better. So yeah, they made it where you can just lock an inventory slot for banking, and it will never deposit that. So you don't have to go through the annoyance of filling your bank, dealing with all that. It's just a small quality of life, but it is super good for these kind of like bank skills where you need a tool. Great update. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 3. 2. 1. 80 crafting. It is over. Can now craft Dragonstone amulets. Yes. Got through all of the molten glass of 17,000 lantern lenses, which, man, that is worth a lot of GP if I sold it, but I will probably not do that. And then we had to delve into a little bit of the emeralds. So we have some duelings to enchant at some point, but it is over. Wow, that was awful. Let me tell you, I was expecting 2-day grind, 3-day grind. This was like 5 days. All day, every day. What the heck, man? Not having lunars is such a travesty. But yeah, hopefully the next time we roll crafting, I will have that. So at some point in the hard tier, I will be rolling 87 crafting for the light orb. But I will also be rolling lunars. So if I roll this before lunars, I will have to speak to the manager. But that is a bridge we'll cross at another time. For now, let's go and get our glory. So we don't have dragon stones, actually. Wow, what a surprise. But we do have a bunch of crystal keys to go and open. So we have 7 full keys and then a bunch of halves. 14 crystal keys in total. Very nice. But I suppose extra alks don't hurt. Oh, we got another key right there. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Okay, that's enough. I can open up the rest later. I'm not really in a rush. Okay, we're going to start with the Dragonstone ring, the Dragon bracelet, and finally, the glory. So the Ring of Wealth is probably the least important of the 3, but it will have its uses. If I imbue this with the scroll at LMS, which I'm allowed to now that I have this, I can get double drop rate in the wilderness for clue scrolls. There are definitely a few spots where that will be very useful, especially you could think maybe I can go kill some hellhounds with this and get really fast clues. The issue is it's a risk. If I die, I lose that scroll, and that's just lost time. So I'm going to have to really look into it if it's going to be worth it for every single clue grind, but I can definitely see it being useful when I'm already forced to be in the wilderness, if that makes sense. So that is great to have. Next, the combat bracelet. This is incredible because I don't have Barrow's gloves. This is by far my best glove slot for melee. I was using Clank's gauntlets before, so I definitely get a max hit pretty much everywhere and a lot more accuracy, just all around, super, super good. And then the glory, everyone knows the glory is just a really solid amulet, just a juiced up amulet of power. But of course, more importantly, we can actually just go do our clue now. It's doable, and you know, every time I roll this in the future, I don't have to do this exhausting long grind. So yeah, there's really only 3 more things I can roll that cause me to grind. I think it's Land of the Goblins, My Arm's Big Adventure, and the Fabled Rune Boots, which I really do not want to roll right now. Let's just pray we finish up this task before we get that. Either way, we did just get 2 massive combat upgrades, and let me tell you, there are so many combat grinds coming up. This is going to be so helpful. Let's get back on the clues. Hold on a minute, I just made another glory. I totally forgot about this super good upgrade. Okay, made the quest hall. We're going to build the guild trophy, mounted glory. This thing right here has unlimited charges to these teleports. A constant issue of this account is getting to these areas of the game. Seriously, getting to Edgeville, Draenor, just so annoying. I'm going to say it, this is better than the gear upgrade, hands down. Damn it. I thought that was new for like the hard clues. We've got to be getting close to having like all the shared at this point, right? Oh, whoa, that's actually good. That's a Zambi book. Done. I've been wearing the Zambi book anyway for the prayer bonus. This just gives it accuracy. So, you know, the bone crossbow is now super strong. The unholy book is obtained. It's +8 in all of the combats. So yeah, very good for range. Arma book would be a little bit better, but it still retains the 5 prayer. So just a nice solid option. 3 rune plates, holy money. Still no 4th unique though. 22 hards so far in this task. Ugh. When will it end? What the 13 irrits from a single contract? What in the world? They're real. 23 for my 4th hard clue unique. Yes, yes, yes. All right, 1 more to go and we'll be free. I still don't have a bucket helm or a heraldic shield, which is really disappointing because there's 10 of them, right? It turns out it's 1 in 32 to get one of these. I need these 4 clues, so to not have either in 53 is a little sad, but it can change at any moment. Okay, this is it. We're done with the task, surely. See, it's already paying off. Got the glory step again. I don't have to grind. Oh my god. Dude, how? How am I not done? Brambickle's a dweeb. He really is. Imagine just sitting up here on a fucking mountain alone and you just have a puzzle box to give random people that pass you by. Honestly, when you put it that way, like that guy's kind of a Chad. What a hero. 60 is all it took. I'm so happy. It's done. Oh, this was legitimately like 2 weeks. Oh my god. I doubled my hard clue count. I grinded the glory. What a mess. Dude, I'm averaging 1 unique every 4. That is horrendous. Also dodged the rune boot step. That would have been awful. I would have had to do 80 Slayer. So we're safe for another roll. Thank God. 34%. 2 weeks for no progress. Love it. All right. Because it's been a while since I've rolled, I want to remind everyone. Rolls that I do not want. Hill Giant Club, because that's God knows how long. Fire Cape, I want to get the Avas first. Rolls that I do want. Dragon Defender, that's really good. Any of the tasks that require 75 Slayer, 70 Slayer, I'm fine with those. 72 Slayer, those are okay. I just don't want to do the 80 right now. That's too much at once. Any of the diaries, preferably Lumbridge, that gives me the Avas. I want the Zombie Axe right here. There's 2 rolls, and either one would give me the Zombie Axe, which is probably my best weapon for like a year. Okay, that I wasn't even expecting that. Okay. That's easy. Void Knight top. I think we get full Void in this tier, yeah. It just won't be elite until the hard tier, I suppose. I mean, we go from like the 100 hours of hard clue shenanigans, if not more, to a couple hours of mini games. Yay.